Good morning. Happy October 10th. It is a Friday, and let's be like Elsa and let some things go today, okay? As we know, October is one of my favorite months. I live in South Carolina, so I will say the changing of the leaves is not as pretty as when I lived in Tennessee, or my friends who live in the Northeast, they send me pictures and it's absolutely stunning the way the leaves look. The fiery shades of gold, orange, and red are just absolutely beautiful before the leaves fall off and drift to the ground. And while we admire their beauty, there's also a deeper spiritual meaning in the falling of the leaves, and that is the power of letting go. Nature doesn't cling, and honestly, neither should we. So, here are 5 spiritual lessons that the falling leaves whisper to us during the season of change. The first one is like letting go makes space for renewal. So, when the leaves fall, they aren't a loss, they're making way for new growth in the spring. Spiritually, this reminds us that release is not the end, but it's the beginning. When we let go, what we let go of now really creates space for fresh opportunities later. Trusting the cycles of life. Trees do not resist the change. They trust the rhythm of the seasons, knowing winter will pass and life will bloom again. In the same way, we can trust God's timing and life cycles, believing that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. It also allows us to live in the rhythmic of cyclical living, and that means seasonal living, but also the fact that our lives tend to create a pattern much like the seasons. And if you look close enough at your life, you will start to see the pattern of cyclical living, and also probably see patterns of toxicity in life, whether it be within a calendar year or 4 years or what have you. So really learning and acknowledging how you best live in your cyclical environment, you can live your best life. The third one is releasing what no longer serves you. Falling leaves remind us that what we shed feels heavy. Those could be toxic relationships, negative self-talk, clutter, or even older versions of ourselves. Just as trees release without regret, we too can release without fear, knowing it's part of our growth. It is essentially closing a chapter and opening up a new one. Every single day is a new page or new chapter in our life, and we can choose to let go of what hurt us, what we did, and we can forgive ourselves and others to move forward and be better versions of ourselves at peace. The beauty of impermanence. That's a hard word to say. Leaves don't last forever, and that's what makes them beautiful. Their falling teaches us to embrace impermanence. It's just finding peace in the truth that change is natural, necessary, and it's sacred. And lastly, surrender as a spiritual practice. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means surrendering. And spiritually, surrendering is trusting God, the universe, or your higher self to carry what you no longer can. Like the trees, we are strongest when we trust the process. So this October, I would like for you to take a moment to pause. Watch the leaves fall if you're lucky to live in an area where leaves fall, and reflect on its time to release in your own life. Let the falling leaves be a gentle reminder that letting go is not loss, it's growth in disguise. So I have to ask, what is one thing you feel called to release this season? How do you embrace the spiritual lesson of letting go in your life? So share your reflections in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. I hope you all have a lovely day.